All right, the Baker track team is preparing for the 2018 Hart Indoor Championships, and we're here today with head coach Ryan Pitts. Coach, how you doing today?
Doing great. How about yourself?
Good. Yeah, doing great. So let's talk about indoor season so far. What are some good things you've seen from your squad?
Some of the good things we've seen so far is the resiliency of most of them, because it's tough for us, to compete indoor. Not so much to compete, but training. For training purposes, it gets tough because it's been quite a bit of a cold winter, and so we get fined to our space inside of our gym, which we can do certain things in there, from block work to pole vaulting to throwing, but it's not the same as far as getting out on that track, being able to run, get a lot of interval training. A lot of their training comes at the actual track meets, and so that's just the way indoor season goes for us, and it's been going well. My goal is just to keep them all healthy.
Yeah, you'll compete in Crete, Nebraska. It'll be hosted by Doane, and you guys have actually already competed there as a squad earlier in indoor season. How much will that help you guys that you're familiar with it?
I think it helps a lot because you always want to be acclimated to any environment where you're going to have to perform. And so we go there. That was our first team. It was the first meet we traveled to as a team this season back in early January, about a month ago. And so it's not unfamiliar territory. They know what to expect. They're accustomed to the tight turns that they have. Our throwers have been in that circle before. Jumpers have been on those runways, and so it's always good to be able to compete in an area that you're a lot more familiar with.
Yeah, you've had 4 athletes that have already qualified for an NAIA Indoor. You've got 3 race walkers, and you've got a thrower in Corey Peoples. Talk about the winter they've had.
They've had such a great winter so far. I mean, the race walkers, they all qualify. Actually, all 4 of these athletes have qualified at their first competition this season. Byers took their race walkers out to Illinois College, where Brenda, Caitlin, and Jessica, they all qualified in that race walk. And then Corey, he qualified in the weight at our first meet out over at Doane. And so it's just that the top performances early on are always great. But they've been on the top of their game, always, especially Brenda, who's just a special athlete as a race walker. I can't even explain how proud of that girl I am, and not even just what she's done on the track, being an 8-time national qualifier, 4-time All-American. The girls had a 4.0 GPA, 7 or more semesters, and what I'm most proud of, when she told me back during the winter break, was that she's been admitted into Oxford for graduate school, and that's amazing. And so I think that outweighs all the things that she's done as an athlete, but still, I still praise her for her accomplishments out on the track as well. She's just such a great person.
Yeah, that's great. So this weekend, Friday and Saturday, up in Doane, what do you hope to see from your squad at the Hart Championships?
I just hope to see my athletes compete. It's all with me. It's always just compete to win. I don't want to say I don't care about PRs, but if you win your event and you don't PR, I'm okay with that. Like, I'm a lot more happy to see you win as opposed to PR and not win. Not that PRs aren't important, because they are in track, or as far as qualifying for nationals. If when you step on the track with that mentality, I gotta qualify, you're only, you're messing up your mind. You're not focused on your race. You're focused on wanting to qualify, and that's not the way to do it. I always preach, just compete to win. Beat the person next to you. If you're consistently winning, then you're getting better. I don't know anyone who's consistently winning and they aren't getting better. That's not possible. And so, times, marks, PRs, nationals, that'll all come. We train during indoor because we are preparing ourselves for the outdoor season, not vice versa.
And last thing for you, NAI Indoor Championships is coming closer to home, over in Pittsburgh, Kansas.
Closer.
Yeah, how excited are you guys to be able to compete at the newer facility down in Pittsburgh?
Well, that facility, for one, is amazing. It's a really nice facility, so I am excited for my athletes who have not been there to go down and check it out. And then with it just being so much closer, some parents don't have to travel as far, don't have to make too many different arrangements. And even for coaches, it's a little less stress on us having to prepare, book hotels, rooms, dinner, and everything. Not that that's super hard, but it's just less work for us to do. Instead of having to take a 3-hour flight to Tennessee, dealing with layovers and things like that, now we're just an hour and 15-minute drive from Pitt State. And so we're really looking forward to it, and I want my athletes to experience this facility because it is really, really nice.
Well, Coach, we appreciate your time. Good luck this Friday and Saturday to you, your staff, and all your athletes.
All right, thanks a lot.